Hello, everyone. How you guys doing tonight? Thank you so much for being at Beer and Cheese Tuesday. Good God, it's that time again. I actually look forward to this Tuesday. It's awesome. Thank you guys for being here on the panel and the chat. Thank you so much. We got Bumpy Road Brewery here. We got Thrash Metal. We got Miscellaneous Magnus. We got Kyle the Cheese Master. And we got Whiskey Scout. Right on.
Oh, and then
That's me.
this guy, Beer Man.
Yep.
And Beer Man. Yep. In the third. Right on. Well, thank you guys. This is a good full house. I like this. This is great. I really appreciate you being here, and thank you, chat. Big Houston, what's up, man? Cheers, buddy. All right, so let's go ahead and start. We'll start with Bumpy and go around. We'll go back down to Whiskey after. Maybe we'll go Thrash, or we'll go Miscellaneous all the way to Whiskey, then up to me. How's that work?
Cool. So, the beer that I have, there's a widget, I can hear it in here, is Boddington's Hub Ale. So this is like an ESB, and it's nitroed, so it's going to be very smooth, so almost like cask. If you get it out of the cask, it's not going to have as much carbonation to it. So I'm doing this beer with this cheese that's called Red Dragon, and it is a cheddar cheese with whole grain, mustard, and ale. This is what it looks like. It's got the red wax around the edges. You see all that whole grain mustard in there, so I'm thinking this is going to be spicy. So what I wanted to do was thinking that the ESB is probably going to be a little bit more malt forward and sweet. Go with the spicy cheese and a sweet drink, something that's not going to overpower cheese. I think the cheese is going to be more powerful than the beer, but it should hopefully mix well. I'm going to take the wax off now. I did just wash my hands with soap, so I'm going to try to smell everything without having my hands anywhere near what I'm smelling, so I'm not picking up on vanilla and coconut and all that. You hear the hiss there from the oh, this is foaming right out. All right, so you can see that's cascading.
Very nice.
Beautiful looking beer. That's what it looks like. Very clear. Very, very light gold coloration to it. White, extremely tight nitroed head. The aromas. It smells very English. Kind of floral.
Just how
Sweet.
does it smell?
What's that?
So just how does English smell?
It smells like this. It smells like they use a lot of English hops in it. It's very floral, sweet. There's almost like a little bit touch of honey in there. Kind of biscuity in the aroma. Caramel toffee type notes. It's a very nice smelling brew. Yeah, it's an ESB, the way it should be. Beautiful, beautiful look. Still holding that nice, crisp, tight head. And let's go in for the first swig. So cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, man.
Cheers.
Oh, yeah. Slight crackery to almost white bread type malt character. Kind of a floral hoppiness in the flavor. Very, because it is nitroed, extremely smooth body. Creamy mouthfeel. There is a slight hint of like a clay flavor in there for me, almost like I'd get out of like a cerveza. Bitterness at the tail end is very minute. It just balances out this beer. It's a bit more on the kind of malty malty side, but it is the kind of like light white bread and cracker type maltiness. In the aromas, I was getting a little bit of that like kind of toffee and caramel type notes. So not so present in the actual flavor of the beer. So there is that little bit of floppiness. It's kind of on the floral side, a little bit of that earthy herbalness to it as well. Let me try to find the ABV on this. I know it's pretty low. It's going to be like below 5%, I would think. It comes out of Luton, England. And it's best before November 2020. So it's in the freshness date. I cannot find an ABV on the can right away. It might be on here. I'm just not finding. It's not jumping out at me. So we're going to skip that. We're going to go over to the cheese. The aromas in this.
4.7.
Is it 4.7?
Yeah.
So it has kind of a cheddar smell to it, but there's a little bit of that kind of almost farmhousey type thing going as well. Not super funky, but it has like a clean. I'm gonna say a clean foot odor. So like a foot that's just been soaked in like Epsom salt and for a while. I mean, it's just kind of got that kind of almost footy smell, like you've had your foot in the sock for a while, but it's clean. It's not super funky. It's just got like a delicate funk. Little bit of that mustard smell coming through as well. A little bit of a zest on the nostrils, but it's not like overpowering. Like if you just put a bunch of like brown mustard or something on a hot dog, where it's like you smell it and you get that real zing, kind of burns the nose hairs a little bit. It doesn't quite do that. Let me pull back some of this wax. I'm not going to cut this up. I'm just going to eat this bumpy style. I'm going to start from the fat end. That way I can work my way down. Well, there's tons of mustard seeds in there. Starts off pretty. This is kind of a very sticky cheese. A little bit of dryness to it, but there's a dampness to it as well. It's almost like clay, where it does like stick to your palate. It's kind of almost like a sweet nuttiness from the cheese itself, from the cheddar. It's not super sharp. Like if you get like an extra sharp cheddar cheese, it doesn't just have that like drying bite to it. But you get a little bit of that flavor. Then as I'm chewing, I'm actually popping mustard seeds, and then that mustard starts to come out. It's not super spicy, like I was thinking it was going to be. I thought it was going to be like more like a brown mustard. Kind of got like a little bit of a sweetness to it. It is made with an ale as well. I don't know what type of ale they would put in this, but it's a tasty cheese. I'm enjoying it. Hot, pop, hot. I'm going to try to pair this up with a beer now. Creamy. There's a creaminess to this. Kind of melts in the mouth a little bit. Envelops all over the tongue. So with the beer, it kind of washes away some of that mustard taste. Still left with the sweetness of the cheese, but it washes away that kind of little slight bit of that mustard bite cheese has. Like I said, it's not as spicy as I thought it was going to be. The cheese does seem to take away from some of the flavors from the pub ale, though, leaving it almost a little bit watery in flavor. Very underwhelming. So I'll be back to talk about the pairing of everything, beer itself, the cheese itself, and then the cheese and beer together and how that goes.
Nice.
Cheers.
Right on, man. So those are mustard seeds. What was Vanessa was asking about what the cheese was again? It was a cheddar. What was he?
Yeah, it's Red Dragon. Cheddar cheese would be whole grain mustard and ale.
Right on. Okay. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. All right, man. Okay.
And it's $16 a pound if anybody wants to buy
16 a pound.
Mm.
All right. Cheese is expensive. It can be.
For that kind of money.
All right, man. Thrash, Brian, man, you want to take off? Here you go. It's all you. Oh,
Can you hear me?
yeah.
All right, there we go. I had to bring it up. There was an echo going on. I think it's the other stream. Anyway,
Okay.
cheers. You guys have never had this.
Oh shit!
I got one.
Nice.
The reason why I
That's
picked
rare.
it, very basic adjunct lager.
What is?
It does not interrupt cheese in any way. Well, if it does, then your cheese is screwed up. This was nitro charged, and it was brewed today.
Nitro charge.
Look at that. It's a great picture.
Beautiful.
Cheers. Avery Brewing here in Colorado. Cheers.
Cheers.
I'm not going to give a beer examination because if you haven't had Miller High Life, you're not a beer drinker. And today, I'm not going to do two cheese reviews because I've been doing that every time I came on. So we got, this is pretty much the cracker cuts from Sprouts. If you guys have Sprouts in your area, it is a health food type store. So the wife and I try and get the health food stuff, and I buy the beer to kind of offset that, the healthy stuff. So we got the pepper jack cheese. This is pre-sliced, so I didn't have to cut the cheese tonight.
Maybe
Good.
later on.
Anyway, all
It
right.
can get explosive.
Right. Exactly. So this will straighten your hair. I'm real curly right now. By the time I'm done with my review with the cheese, my hair will be completely straightened. So there you go. All right. So it comes in kind of nice little packet in here. It's like taking a big old, thing of butter and just chopping it all up. It's got the pepper in there, the red pepper, the green pepper, and the juices that goes along with it. And Sprouts, they do really good food. So if you've had pepper jack cheese, if you haven't gotten it from like Sprouts or what's another one? Any of the health food stores, they get the more pure stuff. So it's much, much better on the palate. It's better tasting, more wholesome ingredients in it as well. So cheers on the cheese.
Cheers.
Very silky. This packet's been open for a while, so some of it's dry just a pinch, but You get into what you know is the good cheese. Yeah, my hair's straightening. I can feel it. Um, the pepper's coming through. It's not strong pepper. It's got that twang to it, but it's not enough to kind of turn you off from a pepper standpoint. So you're not dealing with Tabasco in this at all. So anything like that. But what's up, CBP? Vanessa, what's up? So we'll go for another one since I'm not reviewing the beer. I'll review them both, but very mild cheese. Kind of reminds you a little bit of goat cheese in a way. The creaminess of a goat cheese. Peppers real light. Yeah, I think it's not the most peppery pepper jack that I've ever had. I mean, I've had some really good pepper jacks where the pepper just overwhelms the cheese, and when you eat it, when you're done, your throat's on fire a little bit. This doesn't do that. This is very mild. This is for, the yuppie people that go to Sprouts. So, cheers. Here.
Cheers to Sprouts, people.
All right, so pairing this thing, it goes great together. The reason why is that this does nothing to inhibit any of the cheese flavor, any of the milkiness of the cheese, anything that had to do with the cheese. So Miller High Life. Cheers.
Nice.
Thank you, everybody.
It's perfect. That's good, man. Right on. Thank you, man. That was
And I'll
great.
mute myself now.
That's great. That sounds good. That's a freaking phenomenal pair. That sounds great. I like chili. I can't eat chili anymore, but I like the sounds of it.
All right.
No comment.
Off live. Yeah.
So I'm going to give the rundown on this because I've never heard of this. I haven't seen it. This is a Belvatino black pepper. So a little backstory on the cheese. Black pepper Belvatino is a unique cheddar Parmesan inspired farmstead cow's cheese, hand coated in premium coarse ground black pepper to impart a spicy zestiness. Salty, spicy punch of the black pepper contrasts with the rich, nutty creaminess of the Belvatino. So this is made in Wisconsin. Never had this cheese. It's up there. It's definitely coated in the black pepper there. I had never seen this. It's very unique. It did come pre-cut up into cubes in the bag. So right there with thrash, we didn't have to cut the cheese. The beer I brought for tonight is one by Untitled Arts. This is their blackberry fruit smoothie. Apparently, let me see, smoothie. Their Winterweizen style ale with blackberry puree and milk sugars. Out of Wanakee, Wisconsin. Can date 4/16/20. Fairly fresh beer. I don't get this company too often.
Wow, that looks good.
Yeah.
Strawberries in a blender.
Nice pour.
Blackberries. So, yeah, it's definitely a murky fruit, pulpy, juice bomb looking type thing. My lighting in here is terrible. I can't see well, but the color pretty much does it justice. Fingerhead, very tight knit, pretty hearty. It's going for the nose. Oh man, it's really blackberry forward. Get maybe some raspberry notes as well. Very similar, related. This reminds me of Chambord. Has that kind of smell to it, the liqueur kind of smell. ABV on this is only 4.5%. So let's dive in and get a taste. Cheers, y'all.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh my goodness, it's really good. It is just like having a mouthful of fresh fruit. It's definitely a full body beer. It's rich, creamy. Being classified as a sour, it does not hit that way at all. There's not a lot of that lactic acid, puckery. It's very, very rich and fruity and tasty, man. Absolutely phenomenal beer. No, not too much. It's not overbearingly sweet either with the milk sugars. It's really nice balance. All right, moving on to the cheese. Nice black pepper, Belvatino, cheddar Parmesan hybrid. Oh man, that's good. You get some of these center cut blocks. It's not covered coated in the pepper. You get a piece of the rind that goes with it. Man, you really get that black pepper comes through. So not a moist cheese. It's crumbly, dry, like a Parmesan, even though it's a cheddar style. Really good, rich, nutty, buttery. Definitely black peppery for sure. So I figured that would pair well with the fruit. So let's give it a whirl and see what happens.
Oh yeah. Cheers.
Glug, 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 glug. Oh, what was that face?
He's puzzled.
My brain's working. That's it's really good. I like it. The black pepper sits well with the fruit. The cheese actually makes this feel like it's got a lactose quality to it because cheese is dry, but it is very creamy as well. Man, that's good. I'm gonna have to have a little bit more, and when we come back around, I'll give you a definitive answer. But she's got legs.
Nice. That's a beautiful looking beer, man. Oh yeah. Dude, this is great. All your stuff's like seems to be going pretty good, right? For the most part. That's good. We're getting better at this. Okay, Kyle, man, you ready?
Kyle.
Man, it's whiskey spaghetti.
Hello, Kyle.
We can go to whiskey because then I can go to the bathroom real quick and come back and you can just rap.
Are you just saying I'm not?
I don't want to leave you though. I don't want to leave. Like I have to go so bad though. It's like so bad.
Well, I'll go since Kyle's not here.
Do you want to go now or no?
Yeah, I'll go anytime. I've been
Go
eating.
hit the head. We'll shoot. We could BS for 3 minutes. If Kyle comes back, then he's in line. If not, he missed the spot.
I've already been eating my
No,
cheese.
we're all straight. That's good.
What I got is Vermont goat cheese. It is, if it'll focus or not, I do not know. Sometimes that helps. Anyway, it's a Vermont goat cheese, wild blueberry, lemon, and thyme. I've got it before. I enjoy it. With it, I've already cracked it open. I haven't poured it yet. The Heineken. Heineken is universal. We all know what Heineken is. It's Heineken. Tell you the truth, it's not my favorite beer, but I don't want anything. I was such a bad contrast last week with the stout that they were both good, but dang, I gave myself a sorry ass pour. I mean, really. Anyway, so I wanted to go with a lighter bodied beer, and because the The cheese has a lot of flavor all on its own. We'll start with the cheese. I've been eating that. So it's not like, I don't know. I'm bad. Anyway, creamy goat cheese. The cheese itself is slightly tangy. Slightly acidic, but I'm not going to say it. For me, it's not overtly acidic, just slightly acidic and tangy. But when you combine the lemon and the thyme and the blueberries, it's really a symphony. There's a lot there I enjoy. I enjoy this really this really shines is if I make an omelet in the morning, I will cut this up and I will put like 3 or 4 medallions next to the omelet, not on the omelet, but next to it. And as I eat my breakfast, it just blends very well with just a basic cheese or a Western omelet or something of that nature. Now the beer's finally calmed down. The cheese is excellent. I mean, I've been eating quite a bit of it. I've been squeezing out of it.
What beer is it?
It won't be. It's a Heineken. Oh, I should have showed you guys. 5%. It's your basic Heineken, made in Holland. Everybody here, I'm sure, has had it one time or another. Lord knows I have several times. Now, Heineken, this is the Best By June of 2020, so we're still good on the Best By date. Light, slightly grain forward. More grain forward on the nose than the maltiness to me, actually. There's a maltiness to it, but I get more of the grain itself, like the raw grain, I guess. And the maltiness comes in, and it's just really silent. I mean, the nose is silent other than those two characters. But it's Heineken. Slightly sweet. Malty. I don't think they use corn. I think it's barley and everything, but there is a slight corn note that comes across with this. I've noticed it before. And there's ever so bit. Heineken always does this to me. I don't know about you guys. If you get Heineken that's too old, especially in my case, it always comes across really skunky. But even before the Best By date, there's always a kind of a little slightly skunky, funky note that comes with it. And my thought pattern was that would help balance with the cheese. So, Heineken, cheese. Excellent. Okay. I'm done. I'm gonna drink
there in the chat. That's BS. That ain't no green screen.
What?
That's his actual collection.
Oh, they don't think it's real? Well, I pull one off.
See, I told you it was a picture.
And shall I drink from the
Thought the same thing the first time. That shit's legit.
Yeah.
Nice. Awesome. Yeah, that rolled stuff's good, dude. I like that goat cheese with the blueberries on that.
Yeah, it has blueberries, thyme, and lemon.
Oh, nice.
The thyme really adds a herbal. Thyme has that. It has a really nice herbal note to it. I mean, it just kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Thyme is bright. Whenever I add it to like eggs or chicken, I like chicken. When I bake a chicken, cook a chicken, whatever, I always tend to add a little thyme. Thyme works very well with chicken. Mm-hmm. And because that's sort of a light, bright, herbally note that I enjoy.
Time works well with relationships as well.
Not always.
Well, time will tell. Time will tell, but you get a good relationship. It gets better with time.
I agree with what you said on the beer too, man. Like I don't drink Heineken every day, but every once in a while I get that itch to scratch, and I'm like, man, I just gotta have a Heineken.
Yeah, it's a once in a while beer, and you don't drink. Last time, it's been a long time.
Vanessa's like time to hide the taste of the goats.
Your turn,
Anyway,
Kyle. Welcome.
Well, beer-wise, I didn't bring anything too special. sure everyone's had this shitty beer. Ice House.
Yep.
5.5%. Bumpy's
I've
got a
actually
picture
never
of the
had
Plank
Ice
Road
House.
Brewery behind him. But the cheese I brought with me is it's out of Watertown, Connecticut. It's just apple smoked Gruyere cheese,
Nice.
and I like the way it looks.
Ooh.
Cuts off nice, little pieces, and like it kind of tastes like one of those cheese balls that's like covered in like the nuts or whatever, like that nutty cheese.
Mm-hmm.
No comment.
All right. But yeah, I'll eat a piece of it first, and I'm just pairing it with these Townhouse and garlic herb crackers. But I'll try it just by itself first. Okay, well, it's very nutty, very creamy, which sounds bad, but that's fucking truth, though. I don't know what they do to make it taste like that, but like I guess maybe it's the smoking.
Miscellaneous, you got a lot of feedback.
It's probably the smokiness of it, I guess, but I could eat it on its own. It's really fucking good. I just dropped my crackers all over the floor. But anyways, how does it go with the beer? Well, I mean, this beer doesn't really have a lot of flavor to it, so I mean, it's pretty inoffensive beer. It's I mean, honestly, Ice House kind of smells like fucking Frito-Lay's corn chips when you open it up. But yeah, this cheese with the those little flip side garlic herb crackers is the fucking bomb.
I've never made that analogy before.
Oh no, it's the corn adjunct, man.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It does. When you open it up, you ever open up an Ice House fresh? Tell me it doesn't smell like fucking corn chips.
I will next time I do. I guarantee you I'll be smelling it.
I've never had Gruyere cheese before. This is apple smoked red apple cheese or whatever the fuck from Connecticut. And that fucking shit is the bomb.
Nice.
Cool.
I love it.
If I was a pair of boxing gloves and you were a bag of chips, I'd be Everlast and you'd be Frito-Lay.
Bumpy.
I don't even know what the hell that means, but thank you.
Dad jokes 101.
Oh, shit. All
Yeah,
right.
that's all I got to say about it.
That's that just
got corn chip beer and
Nutty.
nutty creamy cheese.
Nutty creamy cheese with corn chip beer.
John Brooks.
And I'll
what's
tell you
up,
what, it
brother?
goes great together. Ain't no doubt, man. My mouth is exploding with flavor right now.
Awesome.
See, I can't say anything without sounding gay, but like, all right.
Oh, no, that's all right, dude.
But it's truth though. It's
Gotta wait till
goddamn truth.
Beer Man's Cheese and Beer Tuesday to put something good in his mouth.
Yeah. Well, that sounds much better, miscellaneous.
Thanks for putting that good creamy cheese in my
I
mouth.
don't know what was going on. Well, I was eating
I
cheese.
wouldn't have bought it if it wasn't for you.
It sounds like you're in a hallway.
Yeah.
Now?
Yeah.
Yeah, your microphone's off a bit, I think.
Put it in your
I'm just
mouth.
trying to,
Put it in your mouth.
just so you know what's up, you know?
No, it's not me.
All right. We any better?
Oh, that
You
sounds
are.
great,
A lot
dude.
better.
Sounds
Yeah.
wonderful.
What did you have it on? Hallway Echo?
Fucking chorus or what?
Hallway
I just
mode.
switched it to something different and then put, yep, that's it. Hallway mode.
Oh, that's awesome. Wonderful.
I got all this shit hooked up to my computer. Sometimes it gets wonky.
Yeah. All right. Well, cool, man. I guess it's my fucking turn. So I got this one from Hopworks out of Portland, Oregon. Are they out of? I think they're out of fucking Portland. Portland, yeah. It's called Coasted Coconut. It's a milkshake IPA, 7.2, I think.
Mm.
Yeah, 7.3. That was April 20th, so May, a month old or so. Yeah, and I'll go over the cheese. Let's do the beer first. It's really heady.
It's got a coconut white head.
Yeah, pretty much. So you 3-finger head. I get like some vanilla, and I get that vanilla tropical pineapple coming out of this. I don't really get any roasted coconut or anything, and I can't get a whole lot out of this because it's such a thick freaking head that nothing's coming out of the malts underneath. I can't. It's not bursting through. It's nothing's coming through without me taking it in. I get the malt there. It's in my nose now.
Just rub it on your beard.
The rest. It's like, I don't even want to say what that looks like. It's a definitely milky, milkshakey. It's juicy looking. It's crazy. It's like an orange, kind of like an orange juice, I guess. I have a darker light right now. It's a white head, frothy, if you want to call it memory foam. It's thick and not moving. Someone over here gets all crazy. That other person over here is not bouncing up to the ceiling. You know what I'm saying? You can put some wine glasses on there and jump around, and it's fine. So that I went off on a tangent.
Jump, everybody jump. Jump around.
Medium fast rising bubble, murky, can't see through it, opaque. Let's drink. That's smooth. It's different around the cheeks. Kind of strange. It's smooth though on the mouthfeel. Got a pineapple, got a roasted coconutty, but the coconut's not super dominant, more citrusy. Got a little vanilla in there. It does say it has vanilla added. It's very bitter in the back and the finish. It's a medium to long finish, medium body, smooth mouthfeel, creamy mouthfeel. Sweet though. It's really sweet, pina colada like. It's weird. It's kind of nice. I like this.
You like pina coladas? That should be up your alley.
You mix this in a pina colada, it might be all right. So this cheese right here is the Karma. I got a Clausen established in 1911. Carnival, White Stilton. It's a blue cheese with mango and ginger.
Nice. Oh.
It's a white cheese. It smelled more less footy and more milky. So I'm really curious to more less pungent, but
under the nail cheese.
Then the blue cheese gets so damn crazy.
Yeah,
it's so it grabs you. Yeah, this is like a dessert cheese compared to a blue cheese. It's stringy and hairy, and there's like a lot of like weird fibers in it. Like coconuts in it or something, shredded coconut or something. I don't know. It's real fruity and grainy. It tastes a little old and stale, but milky. That cow milk, that sweet cow milk or goat milk, maybe even goat milk. I don't know.
Could be bull milk.
Oh boy.
That ginger, I think it's an herbalness, like this weird gingery, like rootiness in it. It's really it's got that gingerness in it. It's got the mango. The mango's real fruity. I can chew on it right now. I'm chewing on the mango.
Wow.
Let's mix that. It kind of takes away the bitter and allows it really blends in well. It really goes together well. It really mixes and mingles with it. and the bitterness in the beer kind of goes away and dehydrates, just leaves the picture.
Do you get
altogether.
more coconut from it after taking a swig of that, or no?
No, I get like a weird lemon in the back in the finish, like a lemony, like ginger in the finish, or a mango, or I don't know, I get the mango, the fruit, but it's I got like gritty weirdness all around my mouth. I can't get it out. It's a weird mouthfeel with the cheese.
Isn't that when you take another drink?
The beer's really good though with it. It's got the right. It doesn't taste like a traditional milkshake. It's not. It's got the creaminess. It's got. I don't know. It tastes more like a double IPA or something like that. That's. I guess I don't know. It's weird, but with the cheese, it's fucking phenomenal. It's really good. The cheese is weird, but they both tasted good. So cheers.
Yeah, cheers.
Oh yeah.
All right. So Bumpy, man, what are you thinking right now about your beer and cheese?
Okay. So I've had some time to ponder on this. The Bonington's Pub Ale, which is like an ESB nitroed. It's decent. I don't really care for many nitro beers personally. There's some out there that are amazing, and it helps with the mouthfeel. A lot of them come from Southern Tier. There's stouts that they put out when they're nitro. They're chocolate stouts and all so it worked well. But for the most part, I'm not really a big nitro fan and everything. ESBs I enjoy sometimes. I actually like Red Hook's ESB a lot. This one's not quite like Red Hook's ESB though. For the beer itself, I'm going to give an 89 out of 100. It's an easy drinker. It's pretty good by itself. You can slam back a ton of them. Obviously, you said 4.7% ABV on this one. It's not by itself perfectly fine to drink, but nothing that's going to really wow you. It's pretty low on flavors. The pairing didn't quite work well with this cheese that has not quite the sharpness of a regular cheddar, not quite the dryness of a regular cheddar. It's got kind of a moistness, a creaminess to it. The mustard itself isn't as spicy as I thought it was going to be. It still has a little bit of that mustard spice to it, but the cheese alone, I'm going to give a 91 out of 100. I think the cheese would be really good as probably not a cheese that you're just going to eat by itself. I don't think this is a cheese just to eat by itself. It's just not that like I want to keep going back. I still have some left, but I think like I'm eating it. I'm thinking
that was a half pound. I hope you have some.
Yeah. What would this go with like for a meal? And I think if you took this cheese and you sliced it, and you had like some trying to think of the meat. Damn it, I lost the meat. Frig is that
like you heard that phrase.
Like not a roast beef, but there's another
corned beef, pastrami.
Pastrami. Yeah, if you made a hot pastrami sandwich and you melt it because you put like mustard and stuff on a hot pastrami sandwich with some cheese. This already has the mustard in it. I think if you melt this on a hot pastrami, it'd be beautiful. I think that would be beautiful. But it's gotta be hot so it melt. The pairing between the two didn't do what I wanted it to. The cheese overtook the light flavors of the ESB and kind of like I said at first, it was tasting like it watered it down. It's almost like drinking more like a water. And overall, like I kept drinking, I started actually picking up a metallic flavor out of the beer, which wasn't pleasant. So I think the pairing I'm actually going to give a 70 out of 100.
Just made a C.
I did find a beer that I give a 99 out of 100 to.
Beer man.
Spicy Bohemian. Now, this is a Bohemian Pilsner that's dry hopped with fire roasted jalapeno peppers. And when you mix this with this cheese, it tastes like jalapeno peppers that you've melted a little bit of cheese on. And then like it just has like a slight mustard hint to it. But I mean, those two work well. The spicy Bohemian Pilsner with the Red Dragon cheddar whole grain mustard ale cheese actually works pretty well. So that pairing I would give like a 95.
Mm. There was an issue with Beer Man there for a moment.
No, I was looking at Drunken One's comment when you had finished, and I was like, all right. I didn't know how to answer it.
I'm glad I'm not the only one who squeaks when he laughs.
Oh, damn it. I do a lot. Yep.
Cheers, man.
That was
I'm just enjoying the bubbles, man.
fun panel. No.
Vanessa could be asked if I bit into any of the mustard seeds. I did. Every single bite. I mean, this thing is loaded with mustard seeds.
Yeah,
every single bite. They're
I've only
popping.
got that much. I'm trying to save it.
Yeah, but now Heineken's still bubbling away, just like Thrash's.
That's right. Those American
Guess I should've got a
adjuncts. Well,
glass
that
one.
one's Amsterdamish, but it's American.
Yeah, very much.
American Amsterdam.
Yeah.
All right, pepper jack cheese and Miller High Life, peeps. Look at that.
It's always a pretty beer in the glass.
Exactly. On the tongue, not so good.
No.
Singular. I mean, I don't mind Miller High Life. You know, when it comes to the regular American adjuncts, you know, you got your Bud, you got your Bud Light, your Coors Light, you get all those adjuncts that are out there. Top of my list from all of those is like a PBR. So Miller High Life is a close second, maybe third. It will always ring. The adjuncts always give me a C plus. So I'm going to say the beer itself probably hits a 76. The cheese itself, it's not bad cheese. It's just the brand that you get depends on the heatness that you get from a pepper jack cheese. This one kind of is really on the mild side, so I'll probably give this an 80. You know, I'll give it just get to a B. It's not bad at all. Really good. Paired together, the adjunct lager does not interfere with any of the cheese itself. You don't have to sit there and have a couple bites of cheese just to get the cheese flavor back of the type of cheese it is. So together with the adjunct lager, we'll just give it a 89.
Nice.
So we'll give it a major B plus. I mean, it goes together. You can't drink a stout with pepper jack. You know, stout's got too much, you know, going for it. It would just envelop this, but the adjunct really, it shows the cheese off. So, so the beer's kind of in the background, which is where an adjunct lager should be. So, cheers, guys.
Yeah, cheers, man.
Cheers, man. Cool. So, my thoughts on my beer. The Untitled Arts, the blackberry fruit smoothie. I really like this. I mean, I've only had 3 different beers from this company. I had a peach milkshake IPA, which was phenomenal. I've had this one, and I've got another one in the fridge. I might show you guys later for hanging out. But I really like this for a sour. It was not that lactose. Or not, the lactic acid wasn't really like pucker you up. Had a really nice fruit note in there. Well balanced. I really enjoyed it. My take on this, if you can get one, try it. I really enjoyed it. I'm gonna score it a 5 out of 5. I really enjoy the beers that this company puts out. They put out some good quality stuff. The cheese by itself, very unique as well. I've never heard of a cheddar Parmesan hybrid dusted in black pepper, but I really liked it. It did have some funky Parmesan-y notes to it. I mean, I know we did Asiago last week. It has some qualities like that, but the cheddar actually balances it out really well. The black pepper is just a nice touch. The cheese by itself, this is definitely a cracker and cheese type of deal. You wouldn't want to make a sandwich with this. Maybe you could, or maybe it would be good on a salad. So the cheese by itself, I'm going to give it a 93. I mean, I really like it. I would buy it again. Definitely different. Together, I thought they paired really well together. The cheese actually toned down the sweetness of the beer and elevated the fruit notes, and the black pepper actually played in really well with the fruit notes. It was really good. I enjoyed it. So together as a pairing, I'm going to score it at a 95.
Nice.
It really worked. It was really good, tasty. The cheese didn't overtake the beer, and the beer did not overtake the cheese. It was a harmonious. Worked really well.
Awesome. Cool.
Okay, so
Cheers.
with me, I mean, Ice House beer is, it's just, I'd give it a 75, like a mid-C average.
Right?
It's just cheap, it's drinkable. But the cheese itself, this apple smoked Gruyere cheese, we give it a 99 out of 100. I really fucking liked it.
Awesome.
I guess the one point I would take away from it is the creaminess is a little weird in the mouthfeel. But, like, it tastes like I don't know what cheese they typically use in cheese balls, but it tastes like a cheese ball with, like, the nuts on it. Like, it's really nutty cheese, and I think it's fucking wonderful. And what I understand, it's a good, like, melting cheese where you make, like, fondue and shit with it, which I think would probably be good.
Yeah, it works great with grilled cheeses, too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a great melting cheese, apparently, from what I understand and what I've looked up. And I can see that. Yeah, this shit is really tasty. Cool. It goes good. I'm not easy. I'm pretty easy to please. So it goes good on these garlic herb crackers. And
right.
I would definitely.
So if I had to combine the two together, like I don't know. The beer is 75, but the cheese is so good. Like with the beer and the cheese and the crackers, I don't know, 95. Like it's.
Did the beer put out the lights? Did the beer put out the flame? Was it a good through squencher with the cheese?
Yeah,
being so strong.
Well, the cheese is so strong, and the beer is so shitty. Like it made the beer taste better.
Yeah.
So yes.
Yeah.
That's what we're looking for, man. It
worked.
worked.
Yes, it did. Yes, like it went very well with the cheese. Like I could keep drinking this. Like the beer actually tasted good for once.
Isn't it funny how these the more commercial beers and stuff we try in here with the beers or with the cheeses, they all seem to taste pretty good with a lot of the cheese we try. It's like,
well, yeah, because the cheese is so strong, and the beer is so. I mean, this beer is not that strong, but some people it might be. But like,
hell, bring it Budweiser.
I can drink this like water when I'm eating this cheese. Like it's like nothing's even there. Like there's no off flavors. All I taste is the cheese. Like this. Mix in my mouth, and it's great.
Good.
It's great. Yeah. So 95 combined.
Good score. 95 score combined. Nice. Yeah, good.
99 for the cheese, but 95 combined, I would say.
Sounds great, man.
Perfect.
Awesome.
Day.
Oh yeah, dude.
Mid-range, I guess technically.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, whiskey man.
All right.
What you thinking?
First, let me address Vanessa Kitty. Black Label from years way back. I had Black Label in the early 80s. I've not seen it or had it since. That was some nasty ass shit from my memory.
Still nasty after these years.
Now, horseradish is all one word, by the way. And I have never seen a horseradish cheese because if I did, I'd try it. I like it.
Is it one word?
I've been around a lot of horses. I've never seen them radish either.
Horseradish and bacon. Cheddar.
Yeah, I like horseradish.
Yeah.
Bo, cheers, man.
So anyway, I just wanted to address those two real quick. And I have to go with Kyle on this too, just like he's saying. My cheese, I'm going to rate a 99 out, or fuck it. I'm sorry, 100 out of 100. I'm just going to give it 100 out of 100. I love this cheese. I buy it frequently and quite often, at least once a month. It's almost dessert-like in some sense. They also have a different one, and I'll buy it for the next. Try to get it for the next time, next Monday or Tuesday. But Kyle's and even Thrash are so right. The cheese is so good, and the Heineken is a Heineken, 78 out of 100. I mean, it's not good. It's not bad. It's just Heineken. I mean, it's you know what you get. It's slightly skunky. The slightly skunkiness pairs very well with the creaminess and the tangy and the sweet and the everything going on in this cheese. And together, they make it probably a 93. I mean, they work well together. I mean, I enjoy it. So
nice, dude.
That's my
cheese.
Yeah, my Heineken's good. I just heard it's really good off tap in actual Amsterdam or in those areas. So you know, in Europe, it's it doesn't have to deal with the bottle, the light and the this that and making it skunky this that thing. So yeah, I'd like to go to Europe sometime and try some Heineken and see what it's all about.
I've had it in Europe.
I think having a strong cheese with just an average beer is kind of like perfect. Like
in Europe, Heineken, you don't drink it. You have it once, and then you go back to drinking real beer.
Oh shit!
Exactly.
That's funny, dude.
Thrash, thrash.
Kind of like Coors or Budweiser or something like that. Yeah, that's cool. Well, shit. My beer actually turned out being a little more milkshakey than I thought. I think I needed to warm it up a little bit to kind of bring out some flavors. I know it sounds a little strange. I usually want these kind of cold, right? But I really got a lot of vanilla out of it. The coconut started to flow through it. The beer itself is a very interesting beer. It definitely is a 4.5 out of 5 or maybe a 90, 93 or so. 93 to 95-ish. It's a good beer. Let's call it a 95. It's a good beer. The cheese was real gritty. I think they had a lot of ginger that was munched up inside of the cheese that was making it real gritty. And then you had the mango pieces, which were really good. But I would have wanted to taste not the ginger and the mango and just the cheese and not have that grittiness. So the cheese was good, but I'm going to call it an 85. So altogether, we're going to go about 90. We'll go 90 on this pairing. So nice. Not bad. It passed. It's good. It's an 8. So right on.
Yeah, that ginger, once you get it ground down and stuff, it is gritty.
Kind of gritty.
I mean, you eat sushi. I mean, you've eaten ginger. Right. It's got that.
Mm-hmm. Right. It's roots. I mean, it's a root.
That's exactly what it is. Yeah.
In shreds. It's like horseradish. It's like crazy, but it was good. It was a good touch, but yeah. So I'm not happy. I'm not unhappy. So, but you guys know if you guys want to go around real quick and shout out anything, real quick. We're on an hour here, so this is perfect. Go ahead and shout out your channels and tell everyone what's up. So,
all right. I guess on mine because coming up tomorrow after Wildcard Wednesday, I'm not sure if I'm going to be making Wildcard Wednesday or not. We'll see if I'm home, but. After Wildcard Wednesday is when the polling comes down for Multi Monday. Today I did put the poll into the video from last Multi Monday. So if there's anybody that's not involved in any of our Google Hangout chats, you can go and vote in the poll. Just go to the last Multi Monday video, which was barley wines. You can vote there. Other than that, I mean, it's just my typical videos coming up Tuesday through Friday. And when I do a homebrew, there'll be some Brew Day vlogs coming out.
All right. Bumpy took the whole minute out of a minute and a half. For asking a homebrew and barbecue, we're going to do a Brew Day probably this weekend. So look for it probably Sunday.
All right. Oh, good.
Well, damn, I just pushed Irish Red over the edge. Because I forgot to vote.
Oops.
Me, not too much. Don't got too much going on. Floor is yours, Kyle.
All right. Pretty much same thing. Don't ever come to my channel. You guys won't like it. But I want to give a shout out to Beer Man. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Oh, no problem. Thanks for being here, man.
You're an awesome dude.
Thank you, brother.
That's all I got to say.
And thanks. Much love.
Well, for me, I will put out some more content sooner or later. I've just had a lot of bad karma the last 2 or 3 weeks, but things are changing. So I'm going to have to get back in the groove and start making some more reviews. So
You need to show your bike off too.
Hell yeah, dude.
I did.
I've never seen your bike, have I?
Let that
I
go.
don't know. I did a thing on Marco Polo earlier. So
Yeah. No, he means on your YouTube channel. You need to show your bike.
YouTube channel?
You do.
I guess I can.
Do you have a helmet cam? Do you have a pro cam or anything?
Uh,
Yeah, he's got to eat bugs in your teeth cam.
well, if you've ever seen some of my Instagram, if you go to my Instagram
Oh,
page,
you got the riding. Oh,
there's
sorry.
a couple of those where I get a lot of flack for not wearing a helmet in filming. But I do wear a helmet, but only when I leave the state of Kansas and sometimes when it's raining.
Oh, it's
you
Kansas.
don't have to wear a helmet here either.
Not
You
in
don't have to
Kansas.
wear a Kansas. Yeah,
You don't have to wear one here in Illinois either.
Same in Colorado.
Same with New Hampshire.
Got to wear eye protection though.
You have to.
Yeah, yeah, I wear
You
a
probably want to.
if I tear off on a major ride where I'm going across several states, I always wear a helmet then because a lot of things are out of your control at that point. So
Not your middle finger. You go by the cops. Like,
my bike don't go meow. My bike goes.
So tell me, I'm curious. I have been curious about this for the longest time, man. Bikers do this wave when they see each other. Is this in the handbook or of bikers? Or do we all just know that we gotta
Whiskey Scouts doesn't count because he goes by and goes like this.
Well,
Why don't we as cars go?
I've gotten in trouble for this too, believe it or not.
I'm just kidding with you, brother.
No, because when I go by, they always go 2 fingers down. That means keep 2 wheels down. I'm like, really? What the? I've been riding motorcycles since I was 5 years old, 1971.
He
Okay?
moons people is what he's trying to get to.
It's a long
Most of
time.
my life. And until about 1999, 2000, nobody did anything like that. So screw them all. I mean, that's not a bad thing. And mostly what I'll do is when I'm riding along, instead of doing the big old 2 hands down, I'll just roll my hand off and just give them 2 fingers like this off the end of the damn handlebar. Get what you get.
He throws his flip flop at him.
If you didn't wave at them, what would happen at the next stop?
Nothing. What are they going to do?
Yeah, what are they going to
Get
do?
off your bike. Be a dumbass. We're going to have a fight for nothing, really?
Dude. It's funny though. But no, it's cool that you've been riding for a while though, Dan.
Yeah, he's got a bike so big he has to milk it like every 50 miles.
Hey, you don't milk Petunia.
Oh shit, dude.
Her name is Petunia. Thank you very much.
Petunia, nice name.
Petunia.
I stole her from Porky Pig, and I'm keeping her.
That's awesome. What a great name.
Robert's been
Oh,
riding
not
since
a bad.
15 years before I was even born.
Right, dude.
But no, and I got a Suzuki too, though. So, but even my Suzuki don't go. Meh, it's a twin too.
Right, yeah.
Anything going 2 cylinders is unnecessary.
Huh. Nice too. Well, shit. I guess we'll go ahead and end this. We'll go live go in the back here in chat. But and chat, thank you very much for being here, everyone. I appreciate it so much, and thank you, panel. What an excellent panel, you guys. Thanks for your support.
Sounds okay.
Brother.
Thanks for having us,
I
man.
love you guys,
Yeah.
dude.
Cheers, brother.
It'd be the same without you, beer man. Thank
Oh
you.
yeah, bro. Yeah, totally.
All right.
Cheers. We're out.
Cheers.
Guys.